What's up, duelists? Today I'm going to be playing a deck that I've sworn I would never play again. But I am breaking my vow. I'm breaking my vow, I know. I know, it's a tragic day. It's a tragic day for all Gladiator Beast haters. But, as of right now, I must do this. I must do this for the fans. I must play this deck. This is my Prisma Gladiator Beast deck list. I'm trying out some new tech cards. The first new tech card I'm trying out is Elemental Hero Ocean. You can send it to the graveyard off of Prisma by revealing Elemental Hero Terra Firma. This allows you to have an active Miracle Fusion, so I'm playing one copy of Miracle Fusion. I'm also playing an extra copy of a search card to guarantee we start with Stratos a little bit more often. I'm also trying out Trap Stun. I'm not sure how good this card is, but I think it'll be an effective way of fighting Royal Oppression. In the main deck, I've also got Gores and Giant Trunade. I think both of these cards are very good in Gladiator decks. Oftentimes, you're going to need to fight through back row and make a big play with something like Secutor Book or something like that, and you just need that extra sweeper that isn't Cold Wave that locks you out of your own stuff. Speaking of Cold Wave, it's in the sideboard. We do want it in some matchups, like namely against Dragon Turbo and a few other decks. It's just like slightly better than, the other sweepers. We've also got our Trap Dust Shoot and Mind Crush in the sideboard, not actually maining either of these. I kind of wanted all of my traps to be positive tempo, all of my cards to be positive tempo, because this deck is incredibly slow. This is like one of the slowest decks there is in the format. You're very limited to your normal summon. If you don't normal summon successfully, then you're oftentimes just passing the turn. It's really, really bad because your traps are also heavily tethered to your normal summon, namely the Gladiator Beast War Chariot. So in decks like this, you need all of your traps to do a lot of heavy lifting. You need Call of the Haunted plus tempo. You need Bottomless, Deep Prison Mirror Force plus tempo, that kind of stuff. You can't really afford to be playing these traps that don't really buy you time. You're spending a card that's not really buying you time. Yes, Trap Dust Shoot is broken, but this deck also likes to grind a lot, and later in the game, Trap Dust Shoot is not as good as well. So I think it's better in the sideboard for decks like Frogs, decks that are going to have a full hand even later into the game. And then, of course, we got Mind Crush to couple with it in some cases. We got Return to board in against decks that are trying to banish all our shit. Especially in this metagame, everyone's playing Deep Prison, Bottomless, that kind of thing. We got Trap Hole for Black Wings. Got a couple of Haikus and a DD Crow because they're really good. I have cited the second Ready Ari in the past, and I think it's quite bad. I think just one Ready Ari is fine. Usually if you back it up with one of these, it's much better. Spear Reaper for Dragons, and also to pressure decks that are light on back row. Triple Dust Tornado for Royal Oppression decks, and Double Light Mirror for whatever. This deck is, I think pretty fragile, but you can definitely make it work in the right circumstances. We're going to try to see if we can get at least one match win. I think if I can get one match win with this deck, I'm going to be pretty happy. So this deck actually, despite not doing well at any of the RBET tournaments, continues to be one of the most represented decks in Edison format. It was the fourth most played deck in all of RBET4. And it put 0 copies into like the top 32, which is crazy. I think that this deck definitely, with that level of representation, should at least have one conversion. I'm pretty shocked that it's doing so poorly. It is so like beyond what the representation should represent. This guy's got a Roxy's avatar, so I'm gonna pick Paper. I mean, yeah. Come on, buddy. You got the Roxy's avatar, and you're not gonna pick Rock. That's a tell. That's a dead tell. We're both playing 42. I wonder if he's also playing Glads or if he's playing something like Gadgets. Opening hand is phenomenal. This hand is really good. I think what we want to do is pass. Yeah, I think we just want to pass. I don't think there's much that can punish us for this. Next turn, we can Rescue Cat into Secutor and get ourselves a nice little whatever. He says L hand. God, cringe. My hand's insane, actually. It's gonna Foolish Burial turn 1. If he sends Norlaris, then that's kind of sad. But at least we'll have a War Chariot in the grave. Otherwise, Foolish and 42 is gonna Foolish Wolf. Okay. So this represents Celestia main 2, which is fine. I think we still just drop Gores and force it. Recharges after Foolishing. That's, I guess, because one wolf is gone, you don't want to take the risk of drawing into another one. I guess I I don't fully understand that, but yeah, 42 cards in Lightsworn and still opens the recharge, which is pretty lucky for the opponent. Let's see if he's got that Celestia play or if he's going to commit a normal into main phase 1. If not, we have an insane amount of comeback potential with this hand. We can, you know, book, use the Secutor, get over the Wolf, make a guy, set War Chariot, and have War Chariot Heraclinos, which is pretty devastating on these types of boards. It's pretty devastating. We might even not drop the Gores, which would be potentially something we're considering here. Potentially. I'm not exactly sure if that's what we want to do. They're going to Monster Reincarnation, pitching. What are they going to pitch? If they pitch Necro Garnet, that's where things get crazy. They need to make a play. They're going to pitch Dark Armed. Okay, so they're playing Twilight. They're going to add back maybe Honest or Jane. I think adding back Jane here is a sign of weakness in their hand. A sign that we could destroy them very easily. Very, very easily. I might not even drop the Gores. We'll see. Oh, they're going to grab Honest. Okay. So we just play around that with War Chariot later on. And then we're good to go. Here I am definitely going to drop the Gores because I want to initiate a Celestia play. If they have a Celestia, I want it to get played right now. He said, L hand. Does he have the out to Gores? No, he doesn't. Well, my friend. That does look like an L hand, you're right. Okay, so we go Rescue Cat, Samnite Tiger. Activate this little guy. Gonna grab Test Tiger, Gladiator Beast Samnite. Activate, Tribute, Samnite goes to the deck, special summon out Secutor. We can book his Wolf. This is going to be a tough one for the opponent to get out of. I'm pretty sure. We're going to attack with the Secutor first. Even if they have their own Gores, the other guy will attack over it. Heraclinos will be bigger than it. I'm going to take 48. Declare the effect of Secutor. We're going to special summon out from the deck the Laquari and the probably, I'm not sure what else. Laquari, and it doesn't really matter what else we grab here. Let's just grab Samnite because they know about it. Yeah, I think that's the best play. So we grab Samnite because they know about it. Then we will contact fuse these 3 monsters here into Heraclinos. Shuffle our deck. We have 2 spell and trap negates, and we have Mirror Force, War Chariot to play around Honest plus JD. And I think that should just be the game. I think we're okay to win here. Maybe not. You know, maybe they can put together a turn where they double JD us somehow, but not likely with only 2 names. It should be good. Should be good to win this one. That's the power of Rescue Cat. I mean, Rescue Cat's really gross. Gores is really gross in this deck too, because they're like, oh, open back row, and then they play right into Gores, and you're just like, get fucked. Yep, and that's going to be us moving into the next game. We're going to side out Giant Trunade, Heavy Storm, and I think we are going to bring in the Light Mirrors for sure, obviously, because this is the matchup for it. We do like Kaiku in this matchup quite a bit. We do like DD Crow as well. These 3 cards are very good. Some of the worst cards in this matchup, we can probably side out Miracle Fusion Ocean. I mean, they're all right, you know, but drawing Ocean is going to be much worse than, like, drawing Kaiku, for example. And in the case of this, we can also side out maybe the E-Call as well, although starting Stratos is very good. Maybe we side out, like, Call of the Haunted is a little ugly against Lila. Yeah. Okay, we'll side these 3 out. E-Call definitely has some potential to be good. I'm not sure if we want Trap Dust Shoot or E-Call. We definitely want Trap Dust Shoot. I'm just not sure. Maybe Trap Dust Shoot over Trapstone. That's pretty good. Trap Hole can also be good in this matchup. Just stunt their normal summon and deny them the mills. That's like not a bad place to be by any means. We have a pretty good matchup against Lightsworns, I'd say. The only thing that's really going to fuck us is if we brick, which happens a lot with decks like this. I think one of the cards we could brick on is Space Typhoon. I just want that extra out to Royal Decree in the off chance they have Royal Decree, of course. Although, we have a lot of ways to pop Royal Decree. Maybe Mystical Space Typhoon is not that important. Maybe it's like less important than Trap Hole. Okay, let's try this. Let's just try this. This is a lot of removal. This is a lot of like effect negation. But we don't have outs to back row anymore. All of our back row outs are gone. So we might get screwed by like a fucking bottomless Trap Hole randomly. Like I said, this deck is very tethered to its normal summon. One of the ways that you can defeat Gladiator Beasts is just kill their monster, and then you've killed at least 3 of their trap cards, if not more, depending on the build, of course. So yeah, you can get a lot of pseudo +1s there. This hand looks really good. This hand looks like it can do some stuff, because we could Prisma Tiger the first turn, and then Light Imprisoning after that's established. They're going to open up with Recharge again, which is very lucky for them. They're going to mill Royal Oppression. Okay, maybe we should have sided some back row outs, because yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, Gareth doesn't do anything. Back row might do something if that's another Royal Oppression. Okay. Well, in the case of Royal Oppression, the best play now is to... Honestly... This is tough. Because if that's a decree, then it's better to go for the Prisma now. Let's go for the Prisma now. This could be stupid, but I'm going to take the 50-50 that it's decree. We've seen one oppression gone. So, we'll try this. We'll try this. They only have one other Royal Oppression left in their deck. This could also get boned by DD Crow, but like if they sided in DD Crow against us, like, be my guest, you know? Test Tiger. Gonna activate. Oh, they're gonna Royal Oppression this. Okay, so that's fine. They did have the second oppression. In that case, it's best to set 3 and pass. And yeah, I mean, if they have to Heavy Storm to clear the Light Mirror and the Mirror Force and whatnot, then we win, basically. Because then we just... the Royal Oppression is gone. Well, I guess we don't win, but it clears their Royal Oppression. Maybe I should have held the Chariot, but I want the Chariot to be down for next turn. This is such a weird place to be. Okay, second Prisma, not ideal. Definitely not ideal. I am going to summon the Sam Knight, though. Just because, like, we need a name up for War Chariot, and then we can just pass. Once again, they're, like, not really doing much. We're both picking up cards, but us picking up cards is slightly better. Next turn, we could even make a Heraclinos if they clear the Royal... I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's be real. It's probably not going to happen. All right, so we need them to do something, basically, in order for us to start getting stuff going. They're not going to do anything. Okay. Well, we could Tribute for Cyber Dragon to try and attack over the Gareth. And then we have War Chariot for Honest if they have it. They could also have Mirror Force, which would really suck. But I think us applying the pressure now is where we want to be. So we will Tribute Summon for Cyber Dragon. Plus the Cyber Dragon's not getting any better because Royal Oppression's in play and we have monsters in play. And so I think it's just at the point where, like, we're just going to try to do this. If they have Honest, we just War Chariot it. If they have 2 Honests, then cool. They're going to take 250. Nice. All right. And then I will attack with the Sam Knight. Nice. We get to ping for 16. There's no reason to tag out because of the face-up oppression. We're just going to pass. They can contact out with our Cyber Dragon using something like Card Trooper, but that being the case, like they're losing their Card Trooper, A, and then B, we can just negate the Chimera attack and still have the board position. So I think this is a position that favors us as of right now. It could get worse. They have 2 names. Yeah. Cool. Let's see what they want to do. They want to Armageddon Knight. Okay, we're gonna think here. What could they sense that would be bad? I think we just War Chariot this. Okay, I don't see a reason not to War Chariot this. It uses our trap cards effectively. GG's. Yeah, they locked themselves under their own oppression, and they just played kind of weird. The Garroth not attacking didn't make a lot of sense. I'm actually curious to see. They have 5 cards in their hand. They didn't play any of them. Let's take a look at what they had in hand, because I want to see if the opponent could have played this a little bit better. Let's take a look at game 1. Okay, game 1. They opened with Caius. That's a brick for sure. JD, Foolish. Okay, and Recharge. They need to draw a Lightsworn. We pass. He says L hand. He draws a Lightsworn. Very lucky for him. He Foolishes Wolf first. I might not have with this hand. Wait. He fucked this game up. Straight up. Okay, hold up. He Solar Recharges, pitches Wolf, draws 2, mills 2. Monster Reincarnation. Pitches Dad. For Honest. Why would you do this main one? Just attack with the Wolf. First off, you have Caius, so just attack with the Wolf. Don't Monster Reincarnation. Don't do that. We're going to drop Gores, and then Caius the Gores. And then the Caius is bigger than the token. So, yeah, don't do that. Don't Monster Reincarnation main 1. That's a misplay. And then not Caiusing the Gores is also a misplay. Like, imagine we have our own Caius here. You just fucking die immediately. Like, your hand does nothing. So, that's... Yeah, no, that's really bad. That's really bad. I mean, this is going to murder him anyway because he didn't Caius us. But even had he Caiused us, we'd still have the stuff. But he'd at least still have this Monster Reincarnation play, maybe. He'd still have his Dark Armed, maybe, which could play through Heraclinos to some degree. No, that was very sus. That was very sus. I mean, he was going to get destroyed by this hand no matter what. We had the nuts. He also didn't have to attack into Gores at all. That was kind of a weird play, if I'm going to be honest. And then we, of course, make the Heraclinos. Set 2. He draws Giant Trunade. Yeah, and you just lose here because you don't have 4 names. One thing he probably should have done, or could have done differently too, is he could have Reincarnation for Jane, and then normal summoned it, and then milled 2, and then just, with his hand, Dark Arm JD, you don't need to play into Gores. You have Dark Arm JD late game, you have Caius for the next turn, you just need to get your 4 names, and you need to get your 3 Darks. So just get your milling going. If you're not getting your milling going with a hand like this, you're gonna fucking lose. Like, that's just the way it is. JD plays through Gores later on. You don't need to play into it right away. Draw Pass and Edison is like 1000% Gores drag. Or Fader, you know. It's just like 1000% whatever. So, yeah, that was a sloppy game from the opponent for sure. And then this game. Let's take a look at this game. Because this is the game where he starts off with Recharge Lila. Lila's his only pitch. He has Dad JD again. That's crazy. Okay. He also has Royal Oppression. So you could just summon Lila here. Like, it would not be that bad. Because your hand is what it is, once again, milling is very good. But I do like the Recharge too. He finds Garroth, Pot of Avarice. Pot of Avarice is really questionable with the Twilight stuff, I think. But, yeah, generally speaking, with the Twilight stuff, I personally greatly prefer Monster Reincarnation. I don't think Pot of Avarice is that hot. Or Beckoning Light, you know. I think is a little bit better because you can at least pitch like your dead cards and set up for a JD or a Dark Armed or whatever. Not a Dark Armed, obviously, because you can't get that back with Beckoning. But Pot of Avarice seems a little bit messy because you're like shutting off your Dark Arm, shutting off your JD, forced to use it early. In this matchup, it probably should have got sided out. So they have Gareth, Honest, Royal Oppression. I mean, yeah, you just set the Royal Oppression and pass. On our turn, we e-call, go get Prisma. Prisma summons. Reveal Geysers. So I'm already going to tell you guys how this guy misplayed. He didn't attack with Gareth, even though he has Royal Oppression. So I'm gonna special Tiger. He's gonna Oppression it. Whatever. You know how this turn goes. You guys saw it. He top decks Mirror of Oaths. So Mirror of Oaths and Royal Oppression. You don't need both of these in your sideboard. You only need one or the other because they cover the same ground. Here you should attack with Gareth, and the reason you should attack with Gareth is because what am I gonna do? I remove the Gareth. I deprison it. Worst case scenario. Okay, you just set Honest. That's it. I mean, that's it. And I can't get over set Honest with anything in my deck. And you have Royal Oppression stopping me. And then you have infinite time. So, at least this is playing through the back row. The way he plays, just passing, it's like, okay, you're just giving me more time to find more stuff to out the Royal Oppression and whatnot. If I hadn't out to the Royal Oppression, I would have done it. I mean, you need to start fighting through these back rows immediately. Because if you find pressure, let's say I have Mirror Force, you're going to be happy you attacked with Gareth. You can summon the follow-up pressure and then pressure even more after that. And let's say I just don't have Mirror Force. Let's say I don't have an out to this Gareth and I lose my Prisma and I lose my position. It's the risk reward is there's no risk because you can just set the Honest and you're fine. And the reward is you immediately command the position and are winning. So I think that his passive play lost him this game. He finds Heavy Storm. That's insane. That's insane. Just cast Heavy Storm. Just cast Heavy Storm. I have one card in hand. Blow up my back row. I can't Starlight Road. Royal Oppression is face up. And then this beats my fucking board. Like, this just beats everything I have. I can't send Bestie again. I can't make Geyseris again. You have Honest to back this up? Like, Heavy Storm, dude. What are you waiting for? Okay, on our turn we find the Cyber Dragon, and we do correctly go for this play. I mean, I assume giving him more time is bad. So we sack for the Cyber Dragon, we attack. Use your Honest. Use your Honest. Why not? I guess he doesn't want to play into Chariot, but like, when is the Honest getting better? Now that I have the bigger monster than Honest, when is it getting better? It's not getting any better than right now. I guess maybe he wants to wait to Heavy Storm to use the Honest, but at this point it's like too little too late. Like, at least put monsters in grave so you can Avarice. At least do something. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, this is really questionable play from the opponent. He finds Armageddon Knight. We War Chariot this. He goes to 4 monsters in grave, 2 darks. He's not going to be able to Heavy Storm and mount a defense. He's not going to be able to put another monster in grave because he didn't Honest on the last turn for some reason. Now the War Chariot stops his normal summon, so his Honest is just in his hand, not utilized, not traded for one of the back rows. The Gareth didn't trade for one of the back rows. This is probably, I think, the worst way you could have played his cards, in my opinion. I think this was the worst way. He just didn't cast any of his spells at the right time and lost the game because of it. That was shameful. That was shameful. Yeah, definitely want to reflect upon that if you're the opponent there. Well, we got disconnected while we were... That was really bad. I'm sorry. Like, yes, maybe he's a newer player, whatever, but I'm sorry, man. Like, that's just bad. That was just a bad game. I feel bad for saying GG's because at the end there, like, that was for sure him, you know? We got a game versus Parshath. I've got a lot of options versus Parshath. I'm going to pick Rock. He also picked Rock. I'm going to pick Rock again. Nice. Cool. 1-2 rock, paper, scissors in a row. That's very rare. That's very, very rare on this channel. You never see that. Like, almost ever. Opening hand looks okay. We're going to do the same thing we did last game. We're just going to pass. There's no reason to do anything until the opponent has, of course, the one card in the format that punishes this. But it's okay. I mean, we can return punish. There's nothing he can hit out of this hand that's going to screw us. Takes our Gladiator Beast Darius. Main phase 2. It's going to set some back rows. That's fine. We're going to draw a Miracle Fusion. That's interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, I think it's tough, right? This is a tough situation. I think we have a couple of options. Because we can go Tiger into Secutor. And that's pretty fucking good. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to Tiger into Secutor. We're going to Trunade first. What's he going to chain? What could he chain here? Compulsory. Okay, yeah. He is going to return the Spirit Reaper. That's fine. That's fine. Because we can still Tiger into the guy. Yeah. Which is what we're going to do. Because Secutor is a +3 here. So we go -1 because we lose the Tiger. We're going to grab Secutor. This little guy. And then we're going to go to the battle phase. Whenever DB is willing to let us attack. DB lag. Wouldn't be a video without the DB lag, of course. Okay, Secutor is going to attack. Activate the effect. And then this is going to grab... So eQuest can add back the Darius. I think that's good. We go eQuest, grab back Darius, and then the quarry into fucking the guy, into Heraklinos. Yeah. And then, I mean, like, our position's not bad, because we have Heraklinos with 4 cards in hand to 6 cards. And then we have the... What is it? We have follow-up, if we need to go for it. It is a little awkward. Heraklinos on its own doesn't get over the Spirit Reaper, but we have so many ways to get over the Spirit Reaper. So we know he has 1 Spirit Reaper. He has 5 real cards. We have 4 cards to trade with his real cards, quote unquote. I would prefer not to trade the Prisma and the Tiger if possible. So we're going to pitch Darius and Miracle Fusion first, basically. This is the power of Secutor, is you get these random Heraklinos moments that are just devastating. It would have been, I think, the same had he left the Spirit Reaper in play, because we're just going to go into the same cards, more or less. Here's Mystic Tomato. That's going to attack. Okay, sure. This can grab Gale, that can have the Heraklinos, but that doesn't do anything, really. Oh, Krebins. Okay. Yeah, Krebins is fine. Back row, we can negate all of that, so we're just going to go Prisma Tiger, I think. Yeah, that's got to be the play. Drawing a quest is kind of unlucky. I would have liked to find a War Chariot. But, whatever. Reveal Geyserus. Opponent quit the duel. Okay. Well, come on, man. You didn't even see the Tiger. You didn't even see the Tiger. Alright. Alright. I mean, he wasn't even in a bad spot. Like, I guess Geyserus pops both. They drop to 600. Brain controls off the table. Let's look at what was in their hand. If they had a Dark Armed, I mean, that's a fucking game. You know what I mean? Like, that's not even... That's annoying as shit. Why do people do this shit? Okay, they started with Reaper Poke. That's greedy. In case it scores. But I guess getting your +1s where you can... You know, take your +1s where you can get them. They have Compulsory. Yeah, they shouldn't have maybe not used the Compulsory there. Compulsory is a weird card in this deck in general, too. I think. I don't think it's particularly good. Trinade, they're going to return their Spirit Reaper. Then we are going to Tiger, Tag, Secutor, Heraklinos, whatever. Add back. Let's see what they draw. Their hand's not even that bad. You can just set Necroguard now. You can just set Tomato. You don't have to fucking... You can just set Spirit Reaper, man. I guess you know, yeah, we have Darius, but like... You can just wait to see the Tiger at the very least. Wait to top deck Dark Armed. I mean, you have outs. You have so many outs here. You have Dark Armed. You have... I don't fucking know, man. I feel like you set both too. But maybe they're playing around Heavy Storm. Yeah. That was a messy game from from the opponent. They got Heraclinos out, which is gonna happen some percentage of the time. I host a match, right? So I'm hosting a match, Edison format, right? I host a match, and then it says 2 out of 3 match. 2 out of 3 match. If you're gonna leave in the middle of game 1, don't join my match game. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't do that. This is where ranking would be really cool too, because like ranking would prevent people from really wanting to do this kind of stuff, from really wanting to leave early in the match to like. You get the idea. You get where I'm going with this. This is a tilting moment. A tilting moment. I got to talk about something less tilting right now. If you guys have made it this far into the video, that means you're a true fan. You're a real Edison enjoyer. You're a Chad. You're a Giga Chad, basically, if you made it this far in the video. And if you made it this far in the video, then you probably already know about the series I'm doing with Parshath, the Meta Breaker series. But if you don't already know about that, we are going to be dropping episode 4 sometime in the next few days. And it's a really, really good episode. It's going to be on this channel. If you haven't seen episodes 1 and 3, they're on his channel. Episode 2 is on my channel. So definitely want to check those out. Leave a like. We have like goals for those. And if you haven't already liked those videos, we would like to hit the like goals. I mean, that's the whole point, right? To get engagement and whatnot and do these fun little collab series. So it says lag. Okay. I'm going to pick paper against this guy. I'm going to double down. Damn. Okay, yeah. There's no shot we've ever gone undefeated in RPS in a video. It would never happen. It would never happen. Also playing over 40 cards. I wonder if he has a good reason like we do. Just kidding. We have no good reasons to be over 40. Except to not draw Secutor as often, which, as you can see here, doesn't fucking matter. We're going to draw it anyway. The only way to get Secutor back in the deck is with Test Tiger, which is annoying as shit. So, here we are. That's going to be a fucking problem. That's going to be a fucking problem. Okay. Hopefully it's not Gigaplant combo, because we're most likely just going to have to pass. Hopefully. Why would you set Lone Fire then set it? Just doesn't make any sense. People, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we just pass. We just pass. They're not playing Divine Wrath. They're not going to stop the Gores. They're just going to play into it. Like so. Thank you. Thank you, kind gentlemen, for playing into my Gores. You know I want to do it. We have a safe one, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah. That's the 1-2 punch, baby. That's fucking gross. That's fucking gross. Oh, man. Maybe they're thinking if they want a Solemn. But I think there's enemy controller to attack position. Okay. Crazy. Fucking crazy. That was a solid heavy storm. I'm pretty happy about all this, how all this transpired. I want to get Sam Knight back in the deck, so he's going to be the summon here. We're going to go battle phase. I'm going to trade the token for the Titanial. Yes. They set Typhoon into no back row. They don't have Gores, so I'm going to attack with the Gores. I don't think they have... They set Typhoon into no back row. Like, what are the chances they have Gores if they set Typhoon into no back row? He's going to take the 43 because he knows I'm going to attack. Okay, cool. Now, because I want to get the Sam Knight back in the deck, we are going to tag him out. We could grab Bestiari here, which wouldn't be the craziest thing, but I think Laquari is just the best. Laquari is just the best. And because they set 3 cards, they don't have Heavy Storm, so I'm going to set both of my cards. That's just how I believe this game is going to go down. Okay. Opponent is down a couple of cards, but they could mount a counter offense with a Debris Dragon, maybe... No, not really. Cyber Dragon. That's okay. That does something. That trades with Laquari. They're main decking Cyber Dragon and Quickdraw. That's kind of rare. Maybe it's Cat Plant. Because normally you don't see Cyber Dragon mained because it conflicts with like the dandy token shit. Okay, that's game. I'm gonna normal Secutor, I'm gonna special test Tiger, and then yeah, we're just gonna win the game. Yeah, pretty much. So we special this guy, activate the effect, shuffle Secutor back into the deck. We are gonna grab, I think we just grab Red Yari, because this is game and it's like highest value game, because we can banish the monster, banish the Titanial. They're gonna Torrential, we're gonna chain Trapstun, and then we have Chariot for Gorse, so game's over. Oh, I guess we can't Chariot Gorse because Trapstun is active, but yeah, that's gonna be the game. GG. Yeah, definitely some questionable plays from the opponent there, but hey, we take those. We're gonna bring in DD Crow. I think it's pretty good in this matchup. I think there's some arguments for some of these cards. I think DD Crow's just the obvious one. Cyber Dragon's also pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's it really. Miracle Ocean, probably the worst. Kind of sad that like I haven't really gotten a chance to try out those cards in theory. Kaiku could be okay, but it doesn't really deal well with Hamster that much. Trap Dust Shoot is good because it's chainable. So if they flip Raikou target it, we can chain it. They had Enemy Controller and Cyber Dragon. Those are two tech cards that you don't often see. Enemy Controller makes me a little bit wary of Trapstun, but I think Trapstun is still good enough. Unless I'd prefer Dust, maybe. Book of Moon is not the best in this matchup either. So we're going to do Dusties over the books, I think. I think that's the plan. We could also have Limb for Raikou specifically, but it shuts off our Prisma, so it's like not totally one-sided. I think this is fine. I think this configuration is fine. We could maybe board in a Kaiku or two. You know what? Is Kaiku good? I don't think so. I think he's kind of weaker. We're going to leave him out. Maybe if we see more of their deck and it's like not what we expect it to be, then sure. It's interesting that they're playing 41 cards and they're playing like tech like Enemy Controller. Maybe they're just trying it out, kind of like how we are today too. But I think Enemy Controller is a pretty bad card in general. So you can cut that card like from your deck. You don't have to be whatever about it or whatnot. This hand is good except it has Bestiary in it. So the Prisma play is actually off the table, which is really fucking awkward to say the least. They're going to start off with a couple of back row. We're going to go standby main. Now, in order to play effectively into the back row, I'm going to e-call into Stratos first. We're going to grab ourselves a +1. This also plays nicely into Raikou. We're going to activate his effect to search, grab the Prisma. Like I said, unfortunate that the Bestiary is in our hand, but maybe we can make something happen next turn. Let's go ahead and attack the set monster. If it's Hamster, they got us. But if it's Raikou, cool. Nice. We take that trade. Okay, they're going to mill a couple of monsters. That's pretty good for them. One bottomless is gone. That makes me a little bit less hesitant to summon some of the Bestiary. Let's go ahead and set our spells and traps and pass the turn. End phase Wind Blast. Pitching Titanial. Targeting our Mirror Force. Alright. We still have what we need. I wonder if that's Heavy Storm. That'd be a nice Wind Blast if that was Heavy Storm. That would be nice. Nice one, I think. But unfortunately, they got 66%ed on the Starlight. So they don't have a great debris target. Raikou's okay, but then Iron Chain just trades with the bottomless 1-for-1. Does put him up to Avarice range, which is where they want to be. Decks like this. Playing both Wind Blast and Enemy Controller is interesting. Very interesting. We're drawing Mirror Force next turn, which isn't the worst draw, but it's not the best draw either. I think what I might be inclined to do next turn is, depending on how they play their turn, I might set Bestiari. If they don't play another monster, I'm going to set Bestiari. Well, if they don't play another monster, I actually might summon Bestiari, because there's a good chance that might be Torrential Tribute. And in the case that that's Torrential Tribute, then we play into it. Okay, they're going to Lone Fire here. That's okay. Now we'll see if they have another high value target other than Titanial. Question mark? What the fuck? I'm going to bottomless the Gigaplant, but I want to make sure they... What the hell? It said misclick. Okay, we're going to bottomless this. We'll see if they have a way to protect this from happening. Maybe a Solemn or something. Nope. No protection. Cool. Interesting. One bottomless is gone. How badly do I want to risk this bestie? You know what? Fuck it. They're not playing Deep Prison, Econ, Wind Blast, and bottomless. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Nice. Okay, cool. That's good. We'll tag this out here. This is actually going to go get Secutor. Could either get Secutor or could get Rediari, but I think Secutor is a better play. Because it's just like, you have to out this, or you fucking lose. It gives them, it's like a one-turn clock, basically. And if they don't out it, like, I mean, we just win the game straight up. Now Bestiari's back in the deck too, so Prisma Tiger's online. I'm pretty stoked about this. Yeah, cool. And now we can just play willy-nilly into sweepers, into whatever. We're going to summon Prisma, activate the effect. He knows about the Prisma, so we're going to reveal Geyserus, send Bestiari. This could get interrupted by Crow, but if it doesn't get interrupted by Crow, then we win. And drawing our own Crow is actually just excellent here. Do this, shuffle this guy back. It's going to go get Darius. Darius is going to activate. Their deck looks like a mess, by the way. It doesn't look good. And then these two are going to tag into Geyserus and pop both of their cards. Actually, you know what? I am just going to pop the monster. I'm just going to pop the monster. That's it. It's Marshmallow. Bro, what am I playing against? Alright, we got to get the Secutor hit in first. They're going to take 28. Okay, end of battle phase. We're going to Secutor activate. This is going to go get, I believe, Rediari and Bestiari. These are going to activate in sequence. Rediari is going to banish the Titanial. Bestiari is going to destroy their back row. The reason I didn't pop both is I wanted to play around Starlight Road. Nice. Hell yeah. And then Geyserus is going to activate. He's going to go to the extra deck. We're going to grab Laquari. And then main phase 2. I am just going to make a Heraclinos. And leave Bestiari, Laquari up. I actually maybe should have left Secutor Bestiari up, now that I think about it. But this is just game, so it's fine. They could have double Mark of the Rose, which would be annoying. What did I banish? I banished Titanial. Yep, GG's. GG's. This looks messy though. I think he should do something about his deck. Like this card is bad. This card doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the Gigaplant stuff. The Cactus Bouncer looked weird. This just kind of looks like a singleton deck, but he had 2 Lone Fires, so it's not a singleton deck. I think cut some of those cards. I'm gonna get another game. I'm actually really vibing with this. Unfortunately, we haven't had like a super great experience. Like first round was like Lightsworn player who didn't know what he was doing. He was like memeing or something. Second player was someone who just quit out, and then the third player was just like kind of like a random Highlander deck with 2 Lone Fires. So hopefully we get a real match here. Hopefully we get something that actually matters. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go first. Opening hand has the Ocean, so we are gonna get to test that. Stratos can search for Prisma, which is good. And then we can actually set D-Prison. I think there's a little bit of value to saving the book, so we're gonna set D-Prison and pass. D-Prison will protect us from like Flamvell Fire Dog, that kind of thing, Thunder King Ryo, and whatnot. And I think having the Book of Moon later will be okay. We just need to buy ourselves a turn to reuse the Ocean, or reuse the Stratos with Ocean. That's pretty good. That can give us a lot of value. Okay, Lone Fire. Yeah, this is exactly why we set Deep Prison and not Bottomless, or not Bottomless, Book of Moon. Because against things like this, basically big monster, we don't want to book it all of the time. We want to remove it from play. Titanial's not going to get removed from play because it can negate this. They could also chain their own book, put us in an awkward situation, but... Okay, they're playing Upstart Goblins in their Quickdraw deck. I don't like this card in Quickdraw because... Okay, it's not Quickdraw. Interesting. It's Skill Drain Plants. Okay. That's interesting too, because this is actually a deck that Carpath and I have been working on for the Meta Breaker series. Is Skill Drain Plants with Barbaros. So I'm interested to see how we fare against this. We have Book of Moon to help us play through Skill Drain, so we have stuff. We have the ways to do stuff. They're gonna set Gear Town. Now we're gonna get punished for not setting both, unfortunately. But we have Cyber Dragon, which can make Chimera Tech with their guy, and we have D-Prison to destroy the Titanial. So it's just a matter of like, we're gonna take 3,000 here, and that sucks. But if our Cyber Dragon resolves, if they have no back row, then we're actually in a good spot. They should attack with the Gear Dragon first. Okay, so the reason you don't attack with the Titanial here is to play around Mirror Force. But looks like they don't want to play around Mirror Force. They're completely okay with getting Mirror Forced. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, you should always attack with the Gear Dragon first here. That's a terrible, terrible misplay. We're going to take 1,200. Never punished, of course, from the opponent. Never, ever punished. If we didn't have the Cyber Dragon in hand, we could summon Prisma and like reveal to it that way. If they have Bottomless, we do have Book, which is nice. Test Tiger is great. That means we can Prisma Tiger in the same turn that we Cyber Dragon. So we're going to special summon this, see if they have anything. The worst case is Royal Oppression, but for some reason I don't think they're playing Royal Oppression. We're going to eat their Ancient Gear Dragon, make ourselves a nice little Chimera Tech boy. Okay, and I think the summon is going to be Ocean. I still want to conserve the information. Well, it's either Ocean or Darius. If Ocean sticks around, it's better. Okay, let's try Ocean. Let's try Ocean. Plus, this will get the Ocean in the grave for whatever. That was a weird misclick. They're going to draw it. They're going to reset it. And that's going to be okay. They're thinking on the Ocean Summon. They might Bottomless here. Well, they would have Bottomless the... Okay, they have Torrential. That's fine. That's fine. That was kind of the goal here. I am a little bit shocked they didn't Torrential the Cyber Dragon specifically, but maybe they wanted to get us on some greed shit, which is totally understandable. I'm going to set Book of Moon, and I'm going to pass. We might end up booking something. You never really know. End phase Call of the Haunted. Target. Gear Dragon. Okay. That, I think, is a little bit of agreed play from the opponent. I think they should actually grab Titanial here. Titanial seems a little better. But maybe not. That's fine. We're going to take 3,000. They have a follow-up back rows where things get bad. They don't. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now is the Prisma play. Prisma Tiger. Yeah, that's the play. Declare, we're going to reveal the Geysers. Unfortunate we don't main deck 2 Cyber Dragons, but this is going to get the opponent pretty fucked up. Special Test Tiger. Thankfully, we have 2 Darius in our deck. And then we're going to be able to make Geysers and just pop his cards. I don't think we want to pop the field spell. Actually, I lied. We do. We want to pop. We want to pop everything. We want to pop everything because if that's a field spell, we can use our book now. It is another Gear Town. Okay, cool. Gear Town activates. That's fine. We're going to be able to run over the Gadget Dragon. I'm shocked he didn't special summon the one from Grave. That's a sus play, in my opinion. We're going to book this little guy, run it over, activate my effect of Geysers. He's going to go to the extra deck. We're going to check the Grave. We don't have any Glad stuff in the Grave, so we are just going to grab the obvious shit, which may not seem obvious, but yeah, it's just going to be Secutor, and it's going to be Laquari. Again, 1 turn clock. If they can't kill the Secutor, game ends. If they can kill the Secutor, game continues, but they have to have 2 cards to play through this. Trade in here is fine. Oh, they have 3 Gadget Dragons. I still you special summon the one from Grave every time because you do play trade in. So they'd have an extra card in hand now had they made that play. I think a little bit better of a play to special summon the one from Grave there. Maybe not, I mean, but I think just in general, yeah, we bottomless this. And their one card has to out this, which it doesn't. It just doesn't. There's no way. Trunade. I guess better safe than sorry. And then we'll summon Darius. Yeah, I mean, that's that, bro. Gonna use the Secutor first, I believe, right? No, we should use the Darius first. This is gonna go get Retiari. Retiari is gonna activate, banishing the, I don't fucking know, Titanial in case they play Miracle Fertilizer. Laquari's gonna stay. Secutor is gonna activate next. We're gonna get, I believe, just Bestie Sam Knight. Or is it Bestie Laquari? I think it's just Bestie Sam Knight. GG's. Okay. Interesting deck. Cold Wave seems like it can be okay against it. Cyber Dragon's very good against it. And then we're going to need the Dust Tornadoes for sure. What are we going to side out for that, though? Heavy Storm is a little bit questionable because it pops our field spell, which we don't want. Miracle Fusion actually looks like it's probably going to be good. Book of Moon looks like it's going to be good. D-Prison looks a little questionable. Something like this. Spirit Reaper. Not bad Spirit Reaper matchup, I don't think. They could get clogged up hands where Spirit Reaper's pretty good. Okay. Kind of on board for that. Kind of on board for Spirit Reaper. Maybe over a War Chariot. That's not bad. Mind Crush over War Chariot seems good too. They are playing Terraforming. You know, if they flip Skill Drain, Deep Prison's good. War Chariot's probably just the worst shit in this matchup. And then we can also side out eQuest. How does this look? Okay. Let's just try this. Cold Wave might also be fucking insane. This might be a Cold Wave matchup. Maybe. Yeah, it might be a Cold Wave matchup. We'll think about that more on the fucking whatever. Hell yeah. This hand is good. This hand is really good. Yeah, I like this hand. It does the things. If they even have a tiny slow start, we can Secutor them turn 1. Like if they have no back row, we can Secutor them turn 1. Upstarts, that's gotta be defined fucking Skill Drain, right? Like that's the only thing you're turboing towards. Like there's no real reason to upstart in this deck. Like there's no real reason to put my life points higher. It's an OTK deck, right? So it has to be turbo for Skill Drain. Okay, they're gonna get 2 Gadget Dragons. Against the deck that has Cyber Dragons and Prismas, I think this is a bad play. I think you shouldn't go for these until you have the definitive. Okay, that's ugly. Don't like that so much. Well, we can proc the Skill Drain, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to rescue Cat into Tiger Samnite and then Tiger effect. And then once the Skill Drain's activated, Deep Prison is live. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Do they have Royal Oppression maybe? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that's just gonna be game. That's really ugly. We'll set the Deep Prison. And then we'll pass. Yeah, that's ugly. I'm gonna have to bring back in Heavy Storm and stuff. Because, yeah, we can't beat this. I'm only playing it out to see if I can get a little bit more information from the opponent about what they're doing. See what we draw for turn. Prisma. That's a start. That's a start. Okay. Main 1. Prisma. Activate. This is going to reveal. Okay. We'll see if they let this happen. Then we'll reveal the Chimera Tech. I want to see if they let this happen. Prisma can get us out of this situation because it contacts with both their guys. Okay, so Prisma... Okay, this is just assuming all their shit is blanks. Let's just assume it's blanks. If it's Skill Drain, fuck me, right? Yeah. We're going to reveal Chimera Tech. So this gets us to Cyber Dragon. And then we'll contact with both their monsters into Chimera Tech. Okay, they have to pay 8 for this. Cool, that's going to get rid of that. But now we're okay. We just need them to not be able to put another Gear Dragon into play and chain block it somehow. And then we're okay. I actually think we managed to rip this one from the jaws of defeat. We had a lot of outs, right? Like we had Rhoda, Ecall, and Double Prisma. We had 4 outs. Doom Caliber is absolutely fine. We can just Deep Prison this. So that's totally chill. Then on our turn, we can go for Stratos, because I think that's the... Oh my god. That's disgusting. Yeah, we definitely go for Stratos here. And Stratos is going to search for us Prisma because we have Tiger. Yes, I know we could search Ocean and we have the other stuff, but we can already Miracle into Gaia next turn if this attack goes through. And we have Trap Stun to just force through everything next turn, so I think it's just better to have the guaranteed play next turn. This is actually really, really lucky for us. Okay, so now we're gonna Trap Stun straight up. And if they don't have an out to this, they die. Dark Bribe, okay. That's fine though. That's actually fine. We'll summon Darius. If they have Mirror Force, that sucks, but this is a lot of damage. It did have Mirror Force. Alright. Alright. Dang. Maybe I should have just attacked with Stratos. Maybe that was too greedy. Alright, we pass a turn. Pass a turn. Dark Bribe's interesting. It's not good, it's interesting. Oh my god, are you dead ass? They had Mausoleum. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. We almost had that game. We almost had that game. That was really close. I think Trap Hole is actually kind of good. Yeah, we almost had it. I definitely want Cold Wave and Heavy Storm too. Okay. We didn't see Skill Drain. We didn't see Dust Tornado either, man. We had a lot of monsters in our hand. We had a lot of monsters. Maybe Miracle Ocean isn't good enough. Especially into the known about Royal Oppression. As much as I do like those two cards, and maybe Spear Reaper's not good enough either. Well, Spear Reaper's okay. I don't know if Spear Reaper's better or worse than Trap Hole, but Trap Hole can at least clip the stupid fucking guy. What's his name? Barbaros. Or like a Mausoleum normal summon. Trap Hole can grab that. Trap Hole doesn't seem bad. It might be better than Deep Prison. It might not be. I mean, neither of these stop fucking shit, right? This doesn't stop Lone Fire, whereas Deep Prison does, I guess. But Trap Hole stops normal summon Gear Dragon. They're both very narrow. I don't see Starlight Road being that amazing, but it lets us play into Mirror Force, I guess. Fucking hell. And they definitely have Heavy Storm in this deck, so... Yeah, let's just start off like this. Let's just play it like this. This could be cap. This could be whack, but we're going to try it out. Alright, this hand is very solid. It's very, very solid. Bottomless. Okay, that's a draw. So I think we e-call, go get Stratos. Stratos get Prisma. And then I want to set all three. And pass. This is my my thought process. They have a high chance of starting Heavy Storm in this deck because they've traded an Upstart. But if they don't start it, we have defense for a Gear Town play, another Gear Town play, and we have Book of Moon for the normal summon. So we have a lot of defense here. Here's Doom Caliber Knight. I think the best thing to do against Doom Caliber Knight is Bottomless Trap Hole. Just want that guy out of here. His defense is too large. And we can't like attack into it with Bestiari and then tag into Murmillo. So they effectively traded with one, so that's their normal summon. I knew one of my back rows was going to trade for their normal summon. Now, two of these can trade for 2 Gear Town plays. You trade for 2 Gear Town plays. They're just going to set 2 and pass. Okay. So in this case, we don't play further into things. We just 18. We're just 18. Yeah. Yeah, we just 18. And then main 2, set mirror. I want to set this so badly. I want to set this so fucking badly. All right, let's set it. Let's set it. It's right to set it. It's right to set it here. It's definitely right to set it. Because next turn we can do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can do this stuff. You know, so that's okay. That's a-okay. Barbaros here is totally fine. We're mirror forcing the shit out of this. Yeah. If they have Dark Bribe, then we can book it. Okay, they didn't. Nice. New back rows. New back rows. Okay. Gores is interesting. Okay. Well, again, we just onwards, friends. 1800 direct. Pass the turn. They're at least one field spell off of doing something. Okay, there's terraforming. Okay. That kind of works. In the case of this, what's best? Prisma can send Sidra, so that's fine. We can out this garbage. We can out this garbage. They're going to use that. That's okay. I'm going to save the dust. I could chain dust to this Gear Town activation to kill the set field spell, but I'm going to save it for Royal Oppression on our comeback play. I think is the plan. This is fine. Enter battle, also fine. We're going to take 1200 and lose our Stratos, but our Stratos, he got us there. He got us what we needed, which is he got us the Prisma, he got us the whatever, he got us the sauce. Ooh, call is good too. Got to be careful of that with Gores in hand, though. We might not want that. Okay, so now the real question is, do we go Chimera Tech? And I think we do. I think that's the best way to do it, because even through this, we don't even have to dust the Royal Oppression. This plays through Dark Bribe. Or this clears the Gadgetron through Dark Bribe. Bottomless here. Okay. Is there any reason to book? No, I don't think so. I think that's okay. All right, now we can start doing some stuff. I think now we flip the bestie, and then we go for the tiger play. Question mark. Yeah, we special summon tiger. Give them a question mark, see if they have Royal Oppression. They don't, okay. So we're gonna tag tiger, tag the bestiary, bring out Murmillo to try and pop this guy. If they have skill drain now, then we can chain book on Murmillo. If they're gonna chain torrential. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. In this case, we have Dust to set up the call. We have Book of Moon. We have... I think we're okay to pass. We're okay to pass. I don't want to set the call just yet, because first off, we don't have to. Dust can set it up. And then second off, we have Gores. So I would like if the Gores stuck first. And if Gores sticks, then call kills, I think. So... yeah, they're going to set another back row. All right, that's fine. Drew Ready Ari. Perfect. That plays through bottomless. So we're going to summon Ready Ari. And then we're going to attack for 1200. We're going to activate the effect of Rediari, go into the deck. And then I think what we get with this one is we get, I cited out eQuest, so the only way to get Murmillo back into the deck is by Dariusing it back into play. That being the case, I think we just grab Bestiari and pop a back row. Just start clearing these out of here. I think that one's the Dark Bribe. There's a Starlight Road. Perfect. Okay. And Bestiari being in play is good for us, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. So they have one Gear Town potentially. Oh, this is really gross. So end phase, we can dust their set card. Set Call of the Haunted. Then draw for turn. It's Rhoda. Rhoda's good. We actually need to fire it now because we only have one other target. So we'll do that. We'll grab Prisma. Can we kill this turn? Yeah, we can because we have call. So we're going to call Murmillo. And then Geyserist plus Prisma is lethal. We're going to activate Geyserist, target Call of the Haunted and the set monster. GG's. GG's. That was actually a tense game. That was actually a tense one. Because, like, a lot of these cards could have fucked us at any point. But I think we played it all right. I think we sequenced everything all right, and we came out on top. The last game was crazy, too, because they had Royal Oppression, they had double Gear Dragon, they had, like, all the nuts, and we still almost were able to come back thanks to Prisma sending Cyber Dragon. So that was a pretty good showing for the deck. That was a pretty good showing. I'm kind of shocked this deck is 4-0. I mean, we should have lost the first match if the opponent was playing even remotely competently, but I'm actually going to get one more. I'm going to get one more, because if I can go 5-0 with Gladiator Beasts, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a cool video, I think. That'd be a cool video. All right, we got a game against Karudis. Good luck, have fun. I'm going to pick paper. And I've been winning these rock, paper, scissors, too. I think I won 4 out of 5, which is, like, that's nuts. That never happens. That's super, super rare. Okay. Opening hand is great. Well, a little less great now that we top Stratos, because he complicates things. Yo, that's dope. Glad you're enjoying the format. Hell yeah. All right, we're going to Stratos, activate, go search. Believe Prisma is what we search here. And we set book. And pass. Next turn, we can Rhoda for Ocean. Summon that. Start getting our Stratos value. So, here's Doomcal. Fuck this card. Why is everyone playing this shit? That's fine. How do I kill this? I guess I'm killing it with Prisma 1-for-1. I guess that's the best way to do it. Either way, it's going to kill our normal summon, which is fucking miserable, man. That's tough. Okay. So we normal priority activate. That's the plan. Priority. Okay, cool. They're going to let this happen. I'm actually going to reveal Geyserist, and we are actually going to send Bestiari. And the reason for this is because we have Murmillo. Oh, we don't send it. We don't send it. It was negated. It's negated. Oh, wait. Yeah, it negates. Yeah. We don't send. Sorry, we don't send. Forgot. It's different in Edison. I think in other formats it's like a cost or something. It says you can remove then someone fusion. Yeah, it's a cost in other formats, but in Edison it's not. We were gonna set bottomless and then pass. Yeah, we actually don't. We don't send in Edison. Interesting that hasn't come up yet until just now, but I guess it makes sense. Doom Caliber means... The fuck? Okay. Huh. That's really good against our hand, actually. Especially if they have skill drain. All right. Well, now we're sort of in the position where we do have to like make something happen. And I think the something we're going to try to make happen is Ocean. I'm going to summon this. If they have Bottomless, that sucks. Okay. I'm not going to set either of my traps. I want this Gorse to be live. I want this Gorse to be live. We can pass. If they try to attack, they'll have to skill drain. In which case, we let that through. There's another Fusilier. Okay. That's so fucking annoying. I can't Bottomless this shit. They're going to attack. That's okay. They're going to skill Successor during the damage step. Okay. They would normally say during the damage step here, but I'm going to let them have it. Just because, obviously, that's what they wanted, is to use it during the damage step. Okay, so they're not actually playing skill drain. This must be like some sort of turbo virus deck, because this and these make the viruses active. Okay, and that makes more sense than anything. So in this case, it's best to set the road, I think. And it is best to also summon the Murmillo and set the War Chariot too. That was terrible sequencing for me, but yeah. I think the plan is D-Prism 1, book the other, Murmillo get back, or Murmillo into, I don't fucking know, something. I need to get the Murmillo in the deck regardless. I could also just Bottomless this on the flip. But I need to get the Starlight Road in play, because if they eradicate or epidemic me, I need to be able to Starlight Road it. And then, yeah, basically. Huh. Actually, I don't even know if you can Starlight Road eradicate or epidemic virus. I gotta look this up. Hold up. What's happening here? It's just battle phase? Swing? Okay. That's going to be D-Prison on the first one. Let's see if he's got a way to stop that. No way to stop that. Okay, cool. Man, this card really gave me a headache. Maybe I could have gone Prisma, send Sidra, Chimera Tech, because it's a machine. I kind of forgot he was a machine. Yeah, tough spot for sure. He's going to normal summon Goblin Attack Force. That has to get bottomless. Yeah, that has to get bottomless. This is definitely a skill drain deck. Test Tiger is perfect. That's exactly what we needed. Okay. So what's the plan? What's the plan? That's got to be like a Royal Oppression or something, right? I think we go Murmillo into Bestie. Or at least try for that. Forbidden Chalice, targeting my Murmillo. Okay, so I'm going to take 800. That's exactly what we wanted to happen, and we actually take less damage, so that's fine. Now we special summon Test Tiger. Activate the effect. Target this guy. He goes to the top of the deck. We are going to be able to bring him out again and blow up his monster. This has been a really bad matchup. And now I have the exact cards I didn't want to have in play because of fucking Gores. Okay. Now this is really bad. This is really bad. Any monster here is so fucking bad for us. Okay, that's fine. We could actually chariot this, but I'll take the draw, honestly. Typhoon, not great. Right, second war chariot. Yeah. We're just dead. All right, cool. Awesome. That's fucking lovely. Really wonderful. This matchup does not look fun. I'll just say it. Trap hole seems great. We are going to side out all 3 war chariots. They did nothing. We are going to side out Starlight Road. That did nothing. All right, what are we going to bring in? Cyber Dragon seems good. Ocean Miracle. Are they good? Who knows? Maybe Miracle is good, Ocean isn't. Who knows? I've just been siding them out every match. Book of Moon seems kind of sus. Against the stupid Fusilier and like Doom Calibers, it doesn't do much. I think I'd rather have like... I don't even know. Maybe we just have to have it because there's nothing else that works in this matchup. This is a really strange matchup for sure. Forbidden Chalice and everything. I don't know if we have a great plan for it. I think the best thing is to leave in the Ocean and the Miracle, actually. And just try from here. I mean, Absolute Zero has at least some sort of value under Skill Drain. Whereas, like, Book of Moon maybe doesn't. Okay. This hand is interesting. In that it's fucking terrible. I think we just pass. I've done this a lot in this series, this 5 matches. And just see if the opponent wants to play into Gores. And if they don't, then cool. A Thunder King is great. If they attack, please attack. Please, just one time. Please attack. Please, I am begging you. I need this attack. I need to drop this Gores. I need to make this happen. Is he going to be the first person to play around Gores? Is he going to be the first person to do it? Yeah, it looks like he is. That's crazy. He is going to do it. Nice. All right, well, we've got traps done, so we can set that and pass. Let's see if he plays into Gores. Let's see if he does it. Thunder King's insane against us, too. That's fucking... This is, like, the most pre-deck against Glads I've ever seen in my life. Dude, come on. All right. That's good. I think we lose. Straight up. Yeah, I think we lose straight up. I don't think we can win. I think we need too much to go right. And we don't have that too much or whatever. Oh my god, we drew every Garnet. That's crazy. GG's. Drew Samnite, Rediari, Mermillo, Aquari, Ocean. Yeah, it's just, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's going to happen. That's probably why this deck is bad, is it just can't beat a Gemini Elf 99% of the time. Unless you have a combo piece like Test Tiger or Rescue Cat or whatever. And then you're like kind of forced to play these cards. I mean, we don't have to main Rediari, right? We don't have to main Mermillo. But then your deck is just like, it's just awkwardly bad. Like, then you don't actually get the full value of the toolbox, which is kind of the problem. In any case, let me know what you guys think. Shouldn't have played that last match, Kappa, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Peace out.